So before we start this video, I wanted to say sorry for not uploading. I've been kind of busy moving my stuff to my new apartment and things, but hey, let's slide into this. Now, to celebrate my return, I'm gonna review one of my favorite games, Gabriel Knight's Sins of the Father 20th Anniversary Edition. Gabriel Knight itself is a series of point-and-click games from the 90s, but that specific edition / version / remake, Gabriel Knight Sins of the Father's 20th Anniversary Edition, and yes, you have to type that out, yes, that is the name, is a reimagining of the original Gabriel Knight Sins of the Father's game. Now, the said new edition itself was developed by Jane Jensen's studio, Pinkerton Road Studios, and released by Phoenix Online Studios. This edition includes new music, new artwork, and new actors who are playing as myriad of characters in the game. The game itself also adds some content such as new puzzles, scenes, and a few changes to the story, but nothing too drastic. Well, what is to say about the gameplay? I mean, it's a point-and-click game, so you got your usual inventory system where you store anything that you pick up from your merry adventure, which you can then use to solve object puzzles. And the majority of the gameplay is talking to people, clicking on stuff or places, exploring areas, and solving puzzles with objects or individual puzzles. You can also interact with some items, I mean, obviously, but you can either pick them up, look at them, combine them, or think about them, or combine them in an item, but don't sweat it. If you lose track or get stuck, you can use your handy journal to give you hints or even the answer to what you're missing or why you're stuck or what you have to do. And as per point-and-click game fashion, you also have your handy map that you can use to move between areas. The map will also be updated as the story progresses with new locations, as you find them or find out about them. With that being said, the controls. How do I talk about the controls? And the controls again involve your mouse, and you using your mouse to click on spots on the screen with your mouse. I mean, if you have a good mouse, you'll be fine. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you can double click with the left mouse button to make Gabriel move faster. I mean, quicker, instantly. It's a fun tip for anyone who does not want to watch him walk from point A to point B for the next 24 hours. Now, the game itself is... The game itself is what you would expect from a point-and-click game. It's a point-and-click game. If you get a point-and-click game, it does not do anything groundbreaking or mind-blowing or incredibly amazing. It's just a great point-and-click game. When talking about point-and-click games, obviously the gameplay is not the most important part, nor is the controls. You don't really have much in regards to controls. Now, the most important parts, in my opinion, is the atmosphere and story. You have to hit the nail on the head in regards to the story and atmosphere. Otherwise, you're not left with a lot. Just beautiful pictures. Now, luckily, Gabriel Knight Sins of the Father's 20th Anniversary Edition has atmosphere. Lots of atmosphere. Lots of atmosphere.
A flyer advertising Magenta Moonbeam, a local voodooienne. Her parlor is on the corner of Orleans and Dauphine.
there is a fair amount of environmental sounds and in-game music. The in-game music is great, and of course the dialogue, the commentary when you interact with items, the people that walk around and in the inhabitable areas explore. All of these come together to make a game with a good atmosphere. Oh boy, here we are. The story. So the story starts off with you being woken up by a nightmare, and then you tend to your normal duties. You talk to your assistant slash secretary slash friend, Grace Nakamura, who is helping you run your bookstore and also helps you research, investigate whatever you require while you're running around talking to people, studying, or more of investigating a recent string of voodoo related murders for your book that you're possibly writing. Now, from a writing perspective, that is a pretty good start to any story. What makes it slightly more interesting is also the way chapters are divided in this game. You see, in this game, chapters are called days. Each day you do all of your tasks, and then you go to bed and fall asleep, and then go into the next day. Again, do some more tasks, go to bed, sleep, wake up, new day, yay. As the story continues, you begin unveiling mysteries left, right and center, and find out that maybe, just maybe, this small town is not as friendly as it first seems to be. I mean, with the murders it never really seemed friendly, more of peaceful, kind of. I mean, things hit the fan pretty fast in this game. It's just a few minutes in the game, your friend, police slash contact person of interest, Mosley, just vanishes into thin air, just poof, ninja magic, gone. Now we're going to get into the spoilers, so if you don't want the game to be spoiled, skip to this part on the screen. If you just want to hear the last parts of this review. Now, with that out of the way, let's do some spoiling. So, it turns out that in this town, there's a secret voodoo cult right under the town who has been going around murdering people for X reasons, and a lot of the town people are involved with the said voodoo cult. Now, you also find out that you're a part of a secret order of knights who are tasked with fighting against evil supernatural forces as a Schattenjäger or witch hunter or shadow hunter, whichever one you want to call it. You're called all three in the game. But as for the evil cult, apart from killing you, they are also attempting to bring back a evil priestess or goddess named Tetelo, who was killed by your ancestor, and she is apparently the reason you're seeing these nightmares, or your ancestor blood, or both of them. Now, boy, they want to use the woman who you have fallen for, the woman you meet at the very beginning of the game, your love interest, Malia Gedi, as the kind of vessel for this goddess. As at the end, you have to invade your secret lair, save your assistant Grace, and stop the evil cult from resurrecting Tetelo. And which, if everything is done right, Gedi sacrifices herself to save you, and the cult kind of supposedly dies in a fiery death of lava and fire, and then you go on your merry way to continue your adventures as people scream in pain and die in lava. Oh, yeah. Now, as we had that sad note of your loved one, your love interest dying, with all of the sadness and misery in our hearts, let's talk about something fitting. The comedy in this game. This game has a fair bit of wit and snappy lines, either in the dialogue between you and the other characters, or commentary from the so-and-so commentator who comments on everything you do. And sometimes the solutions to some of these puzzles are absolutely insane. Not saying that they're hard to figure out or completely logical, they're just slightly insane. But instead, they're amazing. They're not bad. They're amazingly insane. It has that kind of a 90s LucasArts game feel to it. Even though this game isn't made by LucasArts. Now, the comedy in this game is pretty good. Some are hits and some are misses. Some jokes or lines do hit or miss, but they're good when they do hit. And I can understand where some people are coming from when they say that some of the voices can get annoying at parts, but I never found myself quite annoyed or irritated. If you concentrate on the game, you're gonna be fine, and if you don't concentrate too much on the voices, I don't think they will irritate you. Overall, when you play this game, you won't get anything mind-blowing or new, or anything astonishing. You will get just what you expect from a point-and-click game. Some interesting characters, a few jokes there and there, some that hit and some that don't, a very good story, some puzzles that vary in difficulty, and some insanity mixed into everything. Simply said, if you like point-and-click games or mystery games, or just like a good story, you will probably enjoy this game a fair bit. Oh, and there is cheesy lines. They're adorable. They're so cheesy, but oh god, they're so adorable.
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?